cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this will be a Bucs 1st down as he gets this up to the 42. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. Bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Baker to throw, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former Russian champ. It's Kareem Hunt. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Slot receiver, headed right. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down. The tackle's made at about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12. And their first down is
throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll air one out for Palmer. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Right back to Irving. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
go play action with Mahomes. He's going to run it. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the first down, Chiefs.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Zion McCollum there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Mahomes. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
That's taken in. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. What a play on 4th and long. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you...
That one taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The handoff, it's Irving. He'll work forward for a couple. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but
big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Great Homer. Touchdown, Tampa. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route bite and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to him. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On first down is Mayfield. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Mayfield to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Baker. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take it back for a loss of 2. Now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. He'll try and get there on the ground.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on 3rd down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Craig Homer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Put the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and that ball falls incomplete.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelce. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
That is hot. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll air one out for Palmer. He's got it. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's hard! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Throwing is Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down is Mayfield. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Second down throw for Mayfield.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That is caught. He's got Godwin. And he will score. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. Well, that was touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that ball in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the first down. So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And Butker on for the extra point. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down throw, Mahomes. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A first down throw for Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Mahomes back. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Going up top for Evans. And he will take this one in. 89 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. the play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He manages to get the throw and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 31 yards. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Buccaneers will take over here just past the 30.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8.
On play action, Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He's going to try it here again. Oh, he tried to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Hard defense! No score zone. Let's get it.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Again, working deep downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are able to extend the lead. Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. One last shot now for Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end.